Health Desk.
The world of medicine has seen its share of miracle cures, from the polio vaccine to heart transplants, but all past achievements may pale in comparison to the work of Dr. Alice Crippen. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Not at all.
So, Dr. Crippen, give it to me in a nutshell.
Well, the premise is quite simple. Take something designed by nature and reprogram it to make it work for the body rather than against it.
You're talking about a virus.
Indeed, yes, in this case, the measles virus, which has been engineered at a genetic level to be helpful rather than harmful. And I find the best way to describe it is if you can imagine your body as a highway and you picture the virus as a very fast car being driven by a very bad man, imagine the damage that car could cause. But then if you replace that man with a cop, the picture changes, and that's essentially what we've done.
And how many people have you treated so far?
Well, we've had 10,009 clinical trials in humans so far.
And how many are cancer-free?
10,009.
So you have actually cured cancer?
Yes. Yes, we have.
What you say? All right. We are here. Welcome. I hope y'all like that intro. Make sure my sound is good. All right. Cool. I'm not in witness protection. Welcome, everybody. Welcome again to the Beatzilla PDX official show. I am your host, Beatzilla PDX officially. And we are going to be doing another little series here. And, I want to make it all relative, as y'all just seen by the intro. Shout out to I Am Legend. But I wanted you to pay attention to what was happening. I'm gonna play some more clips today, and we got a little video to dissect. But we're gonna get into it. Talking about the things that we're kind of facing currently. So let's greet everyone in the house so far. Silent D Productions. All right. Welcome as always to the Queen Adia or Adia. All right. Okay, so as more folks come on in, I wanted to start this one off with I Am Legend. Of course, that's kind of been in the talks, in the conversation as of late. Movies like that, other things, So wanted to make sure I just gave you the visual. I know a lot of people are visual, so wanted to make sure we got you that. Make sure you get your eyes in a book if you can. If not, get an audio book. But do as much research, get as much knowledge and wisdom as you can, because there may be a day to where there are no books to read. You see how when the pandemic began, one thing that was not considered essential was the church and the library. So that's something to consider, So once again, shalom, everybody. This is Friday. This is not a weekly wrap up. This is about Dawn is coming. And it is. Because the things are on the horizon. We are watching things manifest before our face. The truth is definitely doing its thing. Because look at all around the world. There are nonstop catastrophes. And you know what? Yeah, today is Friday the 13th. I didn't think about that till you said it. Oh, man, sure is. So, these are always good luck days for me, by the way. How about that? We've heard things about nanotechnology and how some of these things come into, they manifest by way of, some people say suggestive programming. I kind of look at it as the law. So some people may have to tell you what they're doing as a prelude to what they get into. So let's see. Oyela Arquette, welcome. So let me first play. Yeah, I'm gonna play this series of videos, and then I'm gonna play a clip from a movie. So these are actually real news. And then I'm gonna play another clip from a movie. So we'll start here.
There will be no return to the old normal for the foreseeable future. I repeat, there will be no return to the old normal for the foreseeable future.
So people assume we are just going back to the good old world which we had, and everything will be normal again in how we are used to normal, in the old fashion. This is, let's say, fiction. It will not happen.
A vaccine on its own will not end the pandemic. Surveillance will need to continue. People will still need to be tested, isolated, and cared for. Contacts will still need to be traced and quarantined. Communities will still need to be engaged.
Okay. So, no normal, no going back to normal. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about that? See, this is what people are saying around the world. But right here in America, especially amongst the Black community, this is more or less what you see on the screen right now is what you see. This is the typical sentiment. Can you see that? Yeah. We have a lot of people who think like that, you know, and things world leaders are telling you it ain't going back to normal. So much so that even the Pentagon has kind of chimed in on that with this little
practice. It's planned to return to normality, with schools and kindergartens beginning to open their doors. But concerns have been raised after the country's Prime Minister proposed a controversial measure to track children's social distancing by microchipping them.
I spoke with our heads of technology in order to find measures Israel is good at, such as sensors. For instance, every person, every kid, I want it on kids first, would have a sensor that would sound an alarm when you get too close, like the ones on cars.
Well, the Prime Minister's proposal received a barrage of criticism, especially from cybersecurity experts. Many of them questioned the legality of chipping people. The head of cyber studies at Tel Aviv Academic College, Tal Pavel, believes that it will allow criminals, including kidnappers and paedophiles, to track children.
This initiative, it might be kind of roadmap to disaster. It can harm kids.
Yeah, roadmap to disaster. And it's not just kids. Notice how they targeted kids on this one. Now, this being international news, they went straight. Oh, here we go. Yes, Mark of the Oh man, we're really going down on this particular series. All right, nice water. We're in a heat wave right here in the Northwest, especially in Portland. So it's hot. So please forgive all the extra noise with the air conditioning and the fan and whatnot, ice rattling, because it's warm here. Let's see here. Let's play another one. So see how they're talking about this RFID chip now. But notice how now it's talking about tracking. Everybody ran out to go get the snake oil's villain. They went and got their free dose of sheep juice. You know, something like I said, something that the small hats call everybody else is Goya. You know, they'll use it loosely and say other nations, but really that just means useless eaters. So, that being said, let's play this next little piece.
Scientists at the Pentagon are developing a microchip that can detect viruses in the blood, including COVID-19. The chip would be inserted just under the skin and alert the user if the coronavirus is present in their system. The military has not said.
I knew it was coming.
Has been deployed. And this is sort of cool. Scientists at the Pentagon are developing a microchip that can detect viruses in the blood.
Okay. A microchip. They aren't developing it. It's already developed. This, again, remember in my previous broadcast, y'all, when I played Joe Biden saying how these people have worked on this for decades. Let me repeat, decades upon decades. So this isn't new. You know what I mean? It's not new at all. But that's how it's being presented. It's definitely being brought to you that way. That's a fact. So let me see. Yeah, let me play this. So I played all of that. And I'm gonna play this as well as this other little piece. And just, I'm tying things in. And for you who are vibrating on a high level, you should understand where I'm going here. So I'm doing this very carefully, very strategically. But I hope I'm getting the message through so far. Let's see. Is this what I mean? Actually, I think this might.
In other news, the CDC is receiving reports of a possible flu outbreak in San Francisco.
More reports of flu cases along the border, but officials are saying they aren't connected.
The World Health Organization is now issuing guidelines on how to deal with
of the deadly H7N9 virus is now confirmed.
Shortages are causing prices.
Obviously, a cause for concern.
warnings of symptoms caused by the
deadliest
virus.
flu strain they have ever seen. Testing various antivirals, but at this time,
they are now calling this a true pandemic. 5 years on,
still no cure.
No cure.
このエリアは隔離されてます。And they only have enough resources to feed their own population.
Another government collapses as clean water
大
becomes
規模な暴動、略奪、暴行。
10 years since the first reported.
We are concerned about the future of humanity.
How many more of us have to die?
Attention. Due to the extremity of the simian flu crisis, all regular government functions have been suspended indefinitely. Attention. Due to the extremity of the simian flu crisis, all regular government functions have been suspended indefinitely.
Yeah. Hence the screenshot that you guys see. So, understanding, we are in a multifaceted war against us. The world, basically, it's us against the world. So I want you to understand, I see it in the chat all the time. And it's really actually a scripture for those who don't know that all of the nations of the earth have taken confederacy against us. Yes, that's true. It's obvious. You can see it. Who else would that ever be able to be applied to? With that being said, it's all spiritual warfare, and understanding the tactics of their warfare is what I like to educate people on. Because, hey, I live in Portland, Oregon. There's not a better training ground to know these people than here. We have one of the greatest medical systems here. Infrastructure is cool. In the neighborhoods they want to put it in. So, how that goes. In every, I guess you could say, probably every major city goes through this type of deal. But I just want to play some things. I'm going to play that one more time, and then I'm going to go forward and the rest. But one more time, just for your mind. Just take note of all the little things you hear within this clip, and be mindful. This is from years ago. Okay? Years ago. Ooh, Lord.
In other news, the CDC is receiving reports of a possible flu outbreak in San Francisco.
More reports of flu cases along the border, but officials are saying they aren't connected.
The World Health Organization is now issuing guidelines on how to deal with
of the deadly H7N9 virus is now confirmed.
shortages are causing prices to
Obviously, a
spike.
cause for concern.
Warnings of symptoms caused by the
Deadliest
virus.
flu strain they have ever seen. Testing various antivirals, but at this time,
They are now calling this a true pandemic. 5 years on.
still no cure.
No cure.
このエリアは隔離されてます。And they only have enough resources to feed their own population.
Para tratamiento, favor de
Another
ir a la
government collapses as clean water
大
becomes
規模な暴動、略奪、暴行。
10 years since the first reported.
We are concerned about the future of humanity.
How many more of us have to die?
Attention. Due to the extremity of the simian flu crisis, all regular government functions have been suspended indefinitely. Attention. Due to the extremity of the simian flu crisis, all regular government functions have been suspended indefinitely.
Yeah. I hope y'all catching it. I hope y'all catching it. That's crazy. Did they just cut me off? Oh, it looks like YouTube just cut me off. Hey, did they just cut me off? Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come right back. Okay, right on.